I fractured a rib on the right side. This is part 1 of how I'm fixing it in the gym and on the mat. So the fracture healed, but what I'm left dealing with is the compensation patterns that it left behind. The right thoracic stopped moving the way it should, and the left side started picking up the slack. It took me a while to figure this out. If you're dealing with something similar, then watch this series as I show you what rehab can look like in the gym and on the mat. I'm going to start by lying down on the back, legs at 90 degrees, one foot pressing into the wall at a time. The wall is to get feedback so that my pelvis has something to orient against as I allow the rib cage to be free and the breath to move through it. So I'm actively trying to notice, with my pelvis anchored and my ribs free to move, how they respond when I breathe. For instance, is there any strain? Is there any effort? And since the ground is supporting my back in this posture, I'm going to also be able to notice if I have a three-prong connection from the sole of my foot to the wall. You can also add a Pilates ball in this movement, and now you make your adductors a part of that anchoring system. If you followed my adductor series, you know they are a recurring part of my rehab. On the mat, we're going to try Apanasana. So this is where you draw your knees toward your chest as you exhale and you release your legs as you inhale. This is similar to what I did in the gym. The exhale is going to draw the knees in, and this creates a gentle posterior tilt, a posterior pelvic tilt. And this also gives the lower rib cage something to release against. And as you inhale, I'm going to release slowly. I'm not going to force the movement. We want the breaths to do the work. Next, we're going to try Ujjayi Pranayama with a 1:2 ratio. You can do this seated. You can do this in any position that feels comfortable for you. But when I say 1:2, it means your exhalation is twice as long as your inhalation. So this allows for intercostal mobilization through breath pressure. The slow exhalation creates internal resistance against the ribs in a way that no external tool can replicate. So in the gym, you saw me use the wall and the exercise ball to get proprioceptive feedback. On the mat, I'm using body weight and breath. In both cases, the instruction that I gave myself was this, that I'm not going to force any movement. I'm going to allow the breath to mobilize me. Join me in the next reel as I continue.